hate puppies.
It's a good podcast.
I feel threatened.
I see that. I see you guys are testing out those new mics. No, it sounds.
We have new mics?
Well, no, the same old mics, new setup
Oh.
across the board.
Okay.
Yeah, where's the board?
Pretty fired up about it. This was a sober purchase online.
We got back a lot of the bar top. It seems.
Yeah, and then Stu moved in with his damn computer. He's like
fucking 22-inch laptop.
Commodore 64.
I need to see something.
How's it working?
Horrible.
Can you see? Horrible. That's Ely's line. You're trying to take over all Ely's
He's
spot.
horrible.
See? That's what he does. That's his shtick, if you will. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. We are glad to have you here another week. I hope everybody is having an awesome 4th of July. This is probably, I think, Troy and my favorite holiday. We've discussed it in depth in the past. Ely, I'm guessing it's up there for you.
Why is it your favorite holiday?
Because I don't have to give gifts to anybody, but it does bring everybody together for good times, food. Plus, you get to celebrate the country. It's like everyone can get behind it. No one in America goes, oh, well, I don't really celebrate the 4th of July. It's like completely galvanizing. Well, yes, for now, it's a galvanizing holiday.
Somebody will be taking a knee. That will happen.
I put it in the top 3. I don't know.
It's in the. I wouldn't say it's my top. Thanksgiving's up there for me. Like I don't know why.
Seasons
Nostalgia.
turn.
Yeah.
I just love fall.
Yes.
Fall is my shit. That cool breeze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like right around now, I start getting where I'm pissed off at the 100 degrees. I'm like, fuck you. I want to be inside. You know what I mean?
I get it.
That
for
can
sure.
make it tough.
That's why I stay at the pool.
Yeah.
Always at the
Live
pool.
at the pool. Well, happy 4th of July to everyone who still celebrates it. Is that better? Am I covering my bases there?
Apparently.
All right. Perfect.
Hopefully no one will get injured out there.
And the commies.
I don't think they celebrate it.
I don't care. They're with us.
Today is Canada Day.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't you know?
July 1,
Yep.
Canada Day.
I had
I feel like they made that up. They were like, we need a holiday in July because these shit birds do too.
Exactly.
It can't be after them. It needs to be before them.
Don't they do that with Boxing Day, too? Doesn't that creep up on one of our other holidays?
Never knew there was such thing as Boxing Day.
I feel like, too, with Canada Day, it's like, okay, that's your Independence Day. Congrats. It's only because we were already here protecting your ass.
Yeah.
How about that? How about some love? Canada gets all the love, and it's because we're here just as
being
a
awesome.
fortress right below them.
Yeah.
And nobody lives above them because you can't.
No.
I saw the stat during one of the Olympics, like 90% of all Canadians live within 100 miles of the border.
That's crazy.
Well, yeah, because it's horrible up there.
Gets a lot colder.
Yeah, but they tell you how awesome Canada is, and it's like, we're going to stay right here close to you guys. Like,
I think that's just because they're not Inuits.
They reap the benefits.
Yeah.
I did watch a show the other day where I was watching a bunch on Netflix about they went up there fishing, like up in Labrador where it's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
And I got to thinking about the Inuit motherfuckers.
Those are some
like,
badass
but how?
peoples.
Imagine being like, oh, what's for dinner, Dad? Fish, bitch. Again.
Whale blubber.
Yeah.
What's for fish?
Yeah, don't
again.
ask.
You know what I mean? It's like, how many times can you fillet and saute and flambe that shit before you're like, fuck, can I get some corn or a piece of a loaf? Can I get a loaf of bread? Like, all they do is gnaw on fucking fish.
And it's like, oh, man, it's fucking 40 below out here. That's cool. We'll build a house out of ice.
Yeah.
That'll make us warm.
Yeah.
The hell it will.
Actually,
it
it's
does.
A house
It does.
Out of ice.
Yeah, it insulates you.
Yeah, it does
I know
insulate.
it's an insulator, but it's not like you got a roaring fire going in that
Yeah,
thing.
you can have a
You're
fire
toasting
in it.
up.
You're not going to melt it.
Yeah, you can have a fire
You're not
in
going
it.
to melt ice with fire.
Not up there. Not the way you build that igloo.
Well, it's not like getting in your 70-degree house is what I'm getting at.
When it's negative 50 outside and you come inside and it's 40.
Yeah, that shit's miserable, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be cut from a different cloth for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, those
Have a lot of that cloth cut.
Yeah, tons
a
of
lot
it.
of it. Lots of cloth. More cloth.
The same show I was watching, the dude was like, yeah, we got to take the snowmobiles out to the campsite to go fishing. About an 8-hour ride. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
8-hour ride.
We'll be there later. I'm like, holy shit.
Move.
Yeah.
Move. If fishing is how you get your food, move closer to fishing.
Dude.
This is the
I
most
was like,
ridiculous.
that's next level.
Have you seen the
How do you get 8 hours worth of gas in a
Right.
snowmobile?
Oh, they had a dude brought a plane.
They
Landed
dropped-
a plane and
halfway
dropped off
there.
a 50-gallon drum and took the fuck off.
Get in the
Damn.
plane.
Right.
Leave.
I see so many issues with this whole line of logic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those shows that show those people that live up there by themselves, like trapping all day,
Right.
12-hour days, 15-hour days. Like snowmobile breaks down. You're not calling AAA. Your
Just
buddy's
listening
not
to
coming.
trap. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just trap music.
That's
all it
right.
is.
Yeah.
It just
Gangster as
guess
shit.
it keeps you warm.
I like to get jiggy and do the fish, you know?
Well, we do.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of those shows, when I watched them, they said that back in the day, like 16 out of 24 hours, all you did was cut down trees and get
Right.
wood.
Yeah.
Because that's
Yeah.
the only thing you need to get, like, that's the must. It's like chopping wood 24/7.
Yeah, and then one
Yeah.
day somebody shows up and is like, hey, dog, y'all hear that down south they do that shit for you? You can buy that shit at the store.
What? Yeah, but they don't have fish like we do.
Yeah.
No, actually they do.
Yeah.
And they keep it on ice.
Right. So you're
Yeah.
telling me that this is made out of cow and they put cheese on it? Yeah, man. What?
What's
Do you guys eat fish all the time too?
Well, and it's like, how much do you really hate people?
That's what I was gonna say, like,
to live
hella
by yourself
introverts.
for 8 months a year. Like,
Right.
Uh,
I just relate to my dogs, dude.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Like I'm surprised DMX doesn't live up there.
DMX.
I think
That
DMX
is
is
a-
half Inuit.
Yeah, for sure.
Got his ancestry
Yeah,
back.
that's what he meant the whole time he was
Yeah,
singing, talking
yeah.
about his
Yeah.
Iditarod dogs. Everybody knows that.
He's
Yeah.
huge in the Iditarod
For
game.
sure.
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, we're telling you guys stuff you already know.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
But,
DMX.
Old news.
yeah.
Dogs must cross.
For
That's
sure.
what DMX stands for.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah.
he's hardcore
Jeez
like
Louise.
that.
Yeah, it is weird, man.
What do pet people think of that? Like, you see those shows where like they got 50 dogs chained to a 6-foot chain in a little. They have their own little doghouse, and they're just sleeping on the snow. Like, do you think our pet-loving society hates those people?
Our pet loving our society
every-
in
and
general.
those
Well,
dogs love it.
those aren't pets. No, but they aren't really. They
Yeah.
keep them outside. They just feed them and train. There's no pet.
That's like, but we don't. But that doesn't matter. They see it as a pet, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's
they
a,
feel like it's
people
a pet.
here.
Exactly.
But
That's
the
what I'm saying.
People who run the Iditarod don't
Right.
look at. They probably got an indoor dog,
Well,
one
don't-
that they pet,
Yeah.
maybe take care of.
Well, don't think for a second that the dog you buy
It's the same-
now doesn't want to go do what it's bred to do. Like,
I
Labrador-
It's the
promise you,
same
my-
argument as like we're paying all these people in these poor countries to build our cell phones, and
Yeah.
like we look at it from our perspective, like they should be making $50,000 a year
yeah,
to do this shit. And you're like, how about no one there has any jobs and
Yeah.
they're whittling phones and making more than everybody else?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're whittling phones. I don't think that's how that
That
works.
is,
Right.
That is. I saw a
Exactly.
documentary.
But ask them if they'd rather have that job or nothing. I guarantee
Exactly.
you they'll take it.
That's
So we
why-
put this fucking everyone on our level.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Same thing with the dog. Same exact thing.
they should treat women better over there. Like, yeah, we all think that way.
Yeah.
That's not going to happen over there.
Right.
Have you ever seen those those Indian places that run all the scams, like the phone calls and all that stuff,
You
trying
mean
to scam
Indian, like from India?
India?
Red
Yeah.
dot or feather.
Yeah, people over here are not Indians; they're Native Americans. Troy.
Yeah.
Tighten up, dude.
Yeah, they're or
I'm
Indians.
making sure you know.
Oh, I'm fully aware.
yeah, you're the heir to $5
Yeah.
million. Call this number.
Yeah, those people.
They do the IRS one too.
They
Yeah.
go to work like a real job, like day in and day out. They go to work.
I know what I want to talk about. Is there that much money?
What to segue?
Is there that much money in fucking car warranties? What the fuck?
Oh, I think there is.
Like, do you guys get calls all the time for car warranties?
I do, but it's for my Lincoln LS from 10 years ago.
Me too, but that's what I'm
If I-
saying. The fact that these people exist so much tells me that they've got to be killing it somewhere.
Dude, I just bought my first car warranty.
Through someone that called you?
No. I was buying
Yeah.
a Dodge, and I thought, ugh, it's
Oh,
a
at the
Dodge.
dealership you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I get
How much was that thing?
robocalls all the time now. that-
$2,000.
Yeah.
I get robocalls all the time now where I answer the phone and I go hello and no one says anything and they hang up.
Yeah, me too.
I'm like, what's your end game?
yeah.
What
Well,
is
a
the
lot of
end game?
those, it's calling 4 different numbers, and the first one to pick up is the one they get patched through to. So if you pick up just a second after that other one, then there's no one there to talk to you.
Oh, what a
that's
great
how that-
model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's more efficient.
First come, first serve.
I guess it works on some people. That's why they do it, right?
Yeah, it must. I mean, you
I
gotta
mean, I
get
can
that old
see-
lady every now and then.
I can see the warranty probably for the 85,000 miles plus on your car, and you're thinking about it, but I don't know where the money is.
I don't know.
get it.
We bought a Dodge, and I was just like, these are trash. Like,
Warranties at
should've
dealerships
bought
are
a
common as fuck. I'm saying
Yeah.
the ones where they call you at your house
the
10
aftermarket
years after
ones,
you
yeah.
owned it, where you're like, what?
Your warranty's about to expire. How do you know? What
Right.
car are you calling about? The RX-7? I had when I was 16?
Yeah.
Thank
I tell
you.
them all that I walk. Every
But
one
I
of
guess,
them.
I mean, I guess they're just shooting blind, thinking that you still own the car because they're assuming that it's got X number of miles on it,
Right.
saying, hey, yeah, but
Your
Talk about a
database
shit
is
job.
fucked up, sir.
Talk about a shit job. Cold calling people like that. That's gonna
Oh,
be.
yeah.
But
one
if
of the
you're
worst.
in India and doing it, it's probably a good gig.
you're making more than everybody
Well, I'm
else.
not in India, so I'm talking here.
I mean, I've done it.
Yeah.
I've run cold call jobs before. They're fun. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Sounds like it.
I'm horrible on the phone. I don't want to be on the phone with anybody.
You're horrible on the podcast.
Oh,
Boom. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Well,
Hey,
Somewhere Will's just like, yeah!
that one's for you, Chris. There you go, buddy. Appreciate it.
Nailed it.
He reached out just before the show to say he was glad to have Ely back, and
Didn't mention me at all.
it was insinuated. It was insinuated.
Yeah.
What's that? I was trying to think of that Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Which
Where
I
he's
just started over, by the way.
he gets the boat and he's like, "Is it the insinuation? Is that what he calls it? It's the
No, I don't know.
someone's
Good story.
gonna call. Yeah, thanks. Fizzled out there.
This is going great.
Super.
I'm convinced that's the only soundbite you play. You're a fucking hippie. Yeah. That'll show me.
The problem is, I know it'll work because this soundboard craps out. Just before today, we had to put the song back on there. I mean, it craps out every week. It's like all of a sudden 4 of them don't work.
Is Homer disappearing into the fucking hedgerow the best meme on the planet?
I mean, it's hard to beat.
It is.
It's hard to beat.
It works for
It
everything.
yeah, you can use it for almost anything.
Yes, for sure.
It is fucking classic. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it.
Right.
What I don't even remember what the original.
He was just backing out of a situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. He just kept going back, and then, poof, he's gone. He's brilliant.
I love the internet. Did you? Oh my God! Pull up. Did you see the Mike Tyson video?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
my
Family
God!
Matters.
Yes,
the
dude.
Family Matters one.
Did everybody see it?
That song was stuck in my damn head.
Well, we don't need to
after
pull it
that.
up then if everybody's seen it. But that shit
Oh, you can
was
still pull it. We
awesome.
can laugh at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great pod.
Yo, it is. It's the Family Matters intro, and every single character is Mike
And it
Tyson's
looks
face.
just like.
Oh,
Yes.
whoever did it did a damn
Yeah.
good job.
A great job.
of,
yeah,
of pulling it together.
for sure.
It's
Like-
amazing how well they can do
I
this.
know.
It's
It's
one of those
scary,
things
actually.
You hear about, like I heard about
that
it,
shit,
and
man.
I heard about it. It didn't sound funny, but then I saw it, and I was like, "It's
horrible.
hilarious."
It is. It's great.
It is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Look at that shit. It's just like him.
Yeah, we got to put that out on the
Yeah, we
Facebook
will.
page. Well, now that you're, Ely, I saw you're back running the Instagram page.
I just was bored the other day and put some shit up.
Well, you must have been pretty bored because we're back.
Yeah.
You gotta, I need you to stay
We're in
bored.
business.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like when you're bored. You get after that
I
stuff.
should just start thinking of it and taking pictures, and I can post them all the time.
That's exactly how Instagram works.
I just
You got it.
hate to think that I lived in a life without memes. It's just
That's what I'm saying.
It's just we send them to each other all the time, and it's always like just a little highlight of my day.
like how the
I would-
internet does things like Mike Tyson like that
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
just creates memes.
like who thought of that? Who's like
Comment sections alone on the internet are, to me, some of the best things on the planet.
Yeah. It's I don't like when they get mean. Like I don't like when it's like, and a lot of them go that way, and that's the sad part.
On
Like,
the internet? No.
it's hard to believe. I should have told you to sit down before I said that.
I know. You almost took me out. I almost fell on my dog.
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of that, today I took the kids to Kings Dominion, and we get there in the first ride we jump on is Berserker.
Uh-huh.
We're sitting in the middle across from these kids, these teenagers, just 2 boys and 2 girls, and they're freaking out. The boys are freaking out, and the girls are like, "It's cool," and they're asking my boys, they're like, "Are y'all scared?" And they're like, "Nah, we've done this." So we start going up. We get upside down, and I look down to the other end where the other boy was, and this dude just starts going to sleep.
Really?
Dude, he just melts into that thing.
Like
did.
from the G's?
Yeah.
Holding his breath, probably.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm
Screaming.
like pointing at him. I'm like, he's passing out. He's passing out. My boys are looking over like, what?
The Berserker's the pirate ship, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that goes
that's
upside
the one I
down.
will not ride.
Yeah.
So then we start to kind of slow down after we've gone over like twice, and he comes back to, and he doesn't know where he is.
Right.
He's like, what's going on?
Right.
He's freaking out. I'm like, hey, man, you good? You
That's
good?
great.
And he's like, yeah. And then he starts getting embarrassed because the girls, I was sitting across from the two girls, and they're like trying to look down, but they can't see past the big, shoulder harness. They're like, you okay, Daquan? And he's like, yeah. And like he's trying to act all, gangster getting off, but like he looks sick.
That is awesome.
I was like, oh, I'd never seen.
I just
anyone-
need a snow cone.
I'd never seen.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'd never seen anyone black out like that. It was just like slow motion, falling asleep, just
Melted into it.
melting. Yeah,
Yeah.
just you can see every muscle on his body just go limp, and he's just.
It's awesome.
Oh, look who's not going to make the Air Force.
Right.
Let that dream die, Top Gun. Roll on.
Man.
Oh, that was hilarious.
No, you were talking
Nice.
about, you're saying about memes, but to me, every time I see a meme, when I first really started looking at them, they remind me of Gary Larson and The Far Side. Because
Yeah, they absolutely
Far,
do.
Yeah,
Far Side
yeah.
was like, I thought,
Oh, yeah.
that was the first, like, single frame, great caption.
Fucking calendar.
Yeah.
That calendar was the greatest thing ever. That's something only 90s kids
Even though
would know
somebody
about.
did buy
Yeah.
me one.
one of those.
It's like a peel calendar just recently.
Yeah.
And I just threw that shit away. I was like, who the fuck gonna use this? I appreciate it. Into the trash.
Throw it.
Yeah.
Now I can start 365 fires.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you have that on your phone? The calendar, like a meme, or like instead of it, if you peel daily, but it just pops up on your phone.
That's
Hey,
a good
that's-
idea. Just like
boom.
the jump to conclusion, Matt. You should look into that.
My sister still uses an actual, like, writing down calendar. Like
A lot of
book.
people do.
Yeah.
I am kind of in between. I still do, but I'm slowly getting better at tasks and
Yeah.
Outlook and stuff.
I can't-
Difficult though.
I remember when my wife and I started dating, like we both had those writing down, calendars, and we'd have to sit down at the beginning of each month and be like, "What do you have planned, this weekend?" And we'd like, now it's like, just thinking about it sounds silly.
Yeah.
My wife still does that shit. I got to run downstairs and look at the calendar to figure out like what I have going on.
The cool shit is to get the mount the screen on like your wall in your kitchen and have the calendar always up there.
Oh,
That's the cool shit.
Yeah,
I've never seen that.
A buddy
That's
of mine
pretty
has
cool.
that. Yeah.
We do have a whiteboard calendar on our wall that my
Yeah.
wife transcribes everything.
This is the
to.
new version of that.
Yeah,
I think I saw that on.
like the
That's what he's
fridge,
getting at.
like
Yeah.
the fridge with the
Yeah, just like that.
with
Exactly.
the, screen on it and
Right.
the camera in it, so you can see what's in the fridge.
Exactly.
That's gotta be the dumbest thing ever, right?
And instead of opening the door a bazillion times, you're just
Yeah.
looking at the screen. It's the same shit. You're like,
you
I'm
pull
going
that
back.
shit up.
we like dumb shit though, man.
You pull that shit up at the grocery store. You're like, oh, what did I forget? And you pull it up, and it's just a fucking half-gallon of milk right up against
Yeah.
the camera. You
or
can't
it's
see anything.
or it's frosted over because the kid left the door open a little too long. You can't see shit.
Yeah, I can't keep my ice maker working. I don't know that I
Yeah.
have a touch screen in there. Oh, ice makers are
call.
the worst. Is that what you
No, I got to make a task
task?
to get an ice maker.
Well, there you go.
My ice maker can't keep up in the summer.
So it's 4th of July. Today, this episode comes out on the 4th.
Fourth, yeah.
Yep.
Very exciting. And I just ruined half of Southern Chesterfield's 4th of July.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
What'd you do?
I thought I was just hanging out with a buddy is all I really did.
Mm-hmm.
I was just I was hanging out, shooting the shit. I actually was talking to Troy on the phone, or we were Marco Poloing. I
Yeah.
realized that he was coming out of his house. I was right around the corner. I was like, ha, this will be funny. I'll just swing by and like he'll see
Catch
me
up.
coming down his street, So I pull up. We just start talking on the side of the road, and I'm like, yeah, man, thinking about going to get some fireworks, 4th of July. And he's like, oh, yeah, where do you go to get fireworks? And I'm like, oh, man, there's this place out in Powhatan called Big Bang Fireworks. I was like, they got all the good shit. Like it's awesome.
Nice.
But you meant like legal, like
Of course,
Yeah,
but
'cause-
by Virginia standards,
yeah,
they have the good shit.
yeah.
Like I was like,
Because you weren't looking for south of the border stuff.
no, I got gallons of that in
Yeah.
the garage, so I'm not worried about that. I got plenty of
Because Zams
legal everywhere
Is it
else.
Zams?
I'm gonna wait a
Zams?
minute. I'm gonna step this back though. You're just assuming that they have the legal shit in Virginia. You're not. You don't know that you care.
No, I just know that this is the best fireworks stand around
Right.
in Virginia.
And if they have shit that goes 12 feet instead of 10 feet, you don't give a fuck.
Why would I care?
Right.
I just
Yeah.
know that their stuff.
When you assume it's
It's better.
legal because they're
Exactly,
selling,
you have
like,
to. Right.
It has to be legal.
Yeah.
It's on the side of the road and a big old fireworks
In
stand.
Powhatan, that's how they
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah. So, but in Chesterfield, you can't buy anything.
You can't.
Right.
You can't not buy. You can't possess. You can't. Oh, you can't use
Well,
sparklers.
Yeah,
Possession's 9/10 of the law, and
sparklers
I
are-
got possession.
Sparklers are illegal in Chesterfield.
Illegal.
Illegal, yeah.
Everything
I went to.
is.
I mean, Emma had her birthday party the other day and was just walked into Walmart to see if I could get what they were saying like, was fireworks. All it was
Nothing.
poppers
Yeah.
and the little
Yeah.
things you throw on the ground.
Yes. Soon they will want to see your papers as well. Your papers
and your sparklers.
and your sparklers, or off to the camp for you.
Oh,
Well, statistically, sparklers
Yay,
injure more
yeah.
people than anything.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
does
sell-
driving.
Yeah.
But they sell more of those than anything.
Well, and kids get to play with them, so you get injured when kids.
oh,
grab
you hand them to
Yeah.
fucking 3-year-olds. You're
Barely
like,
walking.
You're
You're
walking
like,
all right.
Don't
Yeah.
touch that fiery part, and they're like, yeet, right to the fiery part.
to follow up,
yeah.
to follow up on Ely real quick.
Big fan of rubbering the world.
I was in I was in Walmart and bought a 3-knife set, super sharp for the kitchen.
Throwing knives?
No, just
Fucked up.
they said
Ninja stars. Remember, you seen that dude that's like Ninja stars? Remember, what was that dude's name? Oh, dude.
Diamond Dave.
Diamond Dave.
This looks like a regular can.
I
of dip.
feel like we
no
need to-
says I.
but
Don't go ninja chopping and judo kicking at the same time. You're
I'm going to
cutting your
need you
leg
to
off.
pull up Diamond Dave because that dude kills my
Anyway, you
shit.
guys are ruining the story.
Yes, Troy was Stu was saying something about
He just
he
got
bought
jacked.
Ninja stars. What kind of
no,
Ninja
no,
stars you
wasn't
buying?
buying Ninja Star. Was buying kitchen knives, and you we went on your voice thing. It reminded me. They carded me. They had to be over 21 to buy this knife set for the kitchen.
Of course.
The orange light goes off.
Wow.
You need assistance.
Yeah, for sure.
Buy the
Wow.
knife.
Yeah.
Damn.
What surprised me most about that story is someone
That
thought you were under
Botox is
21.
yeah, I was saying
I know.
that Botox is working wonders. for you.
Exactly.
My God,
The injections are
I
great.
can't smile, but I look 12.
It's that native skin.
So what happened with the fireworks stand?
So I go by Troy's house and I'm just chatting him up. We're shooting the shit. And I'm like, oh, yeah, the best place is just down the road. Like, it's so good. And Troy's asking a lot of questions. He's like, oh,
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
just curious.
Talking to the narc.
Yeah. So I'm just telling him, oh, yeah, they got this and they got that. And he's like,
Husker dues.
Who's
He's
for
like-
don'ts?
he's like, what kind
Whistling
of
buttholes.
what kind of building's it in? And I'm like, I don't know, like, you're typical. And he's like dropping words that I don't know. And I'm like, I don't know, kind of like a shipping container with an outside area. I was like, it feels like a farmer's market type thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, man, it's just right down here. They got all the good shit. And Troy's like, I'm going to have to go check it out. That sounds cool. And I'm like, yeah, man, sounds cool.
Yeah.
Sounded cool.
I'm not thinking anything of it, but in Troy's line of work, you're in the fire universe,
Yes.
right? And you've talked about on the air that you've looked at like fire safety
Yep.
with fireworks and such.
Yep.
I'm not thinking anything of who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to a buddy, but I'm talking to fucking an undercover buddy, and I didn't even realize it.
Fire Marshal Bill, dude.
That's a
what I got.
shame.
Mm.
So then I'm talking to Troy a little bit later. He hits me up. He's like, oh, yeah, that place is good, like real good. And I'm like, oh, you're out there? Isn't it sweet? He's like, yeah, a lot of this shit's illegal.
I said, I see why you like it out here.
I was like, wait, what are you That's when it all started clicking. I was like, no. What are you talking about? I haven't even been out there. He's like, don't worry, man. I'm not doing anything. I just got to pass some information along.
It was legal for Powhatan, though. No.
Nope.
For Virginia?
Nope.
I gave Troy a
So
hot
what's
lead.
the address?
It doesn't matter anymore.
No.
No.
How big's your area?
I can go the entire Commonwealth.
Okay.
But I just go where I go. I mean, I'm on the road all day, every day, so I can stop anywhere I want. And just.
He was close to home. I gave him a hot lead.
You gave him a bonus at work?
Well, what's funny is...
Didn't even think about it, man.
What's funny is, like, I haven't seen a lot of open stands lately. Like, everything's been closed.
Yeah, you guys are doing a great job.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
So what ended up coming up? I know you didn't. You had to pass the word
I just
along.
passed it along, and the guy said he was going to go by and take a look and see everything. So we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I'll probably never hear back from the guy.
Well, I can tell you now, there's no good fireworks to be had within 30 miles of my house now, because the one that was 10 miles from my house.
Well, the other stand right down the street, they were selling legal stuff. You can stop there.
Thanks. I'm good.
Legal Powhatan?
Legal Virginia.
Oh.
I was a fucking
But
narc.
you can't bring it back to Chesterfield.
Yeah, I narked out my favorite fireworks stand, thinking I was talking to a friend, forgot about
What's
the
weird,
man
too,
behind the
because
man.
The Commonwealth has laws, and then each county has their own laws. So it's very confusing for everyone who lives there, because a lot of people do stuff they don't even know they're doing illegal stuff.
No excuse.
No excuse for doing it, or no excuse for
Yes.
the amount
for them
of
doing it. No excuse for them doing it.
No
They should
excuse
know
for
the
getting
law.
caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep that shit behind the thing. You wait till the dude comes in and says the magic word, and then you
Right.
take him around back and you
Yeah.
give him the good stuff. You don't just leave it out. So
Joe Dirt. Come on in, sir.
exactly. Wink twice, say Joe Dirt, and you're
Yeah.
back there.
Dirte gets you to the second level.
Ooh.
scooter sticks.
Right.
Yeah, I narked out the
No,
best
what's it-
fireworks stand in town.
Well done.
I
Kick
feel
and
like
wing.
an
That should be
ass.
the.
That's right. It should be kick and wing.
Kicking.
You got kicking wings back there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of funny that Brendan, is
I
now a
narked.
narc because
I'm officially a narc.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd see the day.
On the payroll.
Mm.
Oh, no. Got no payroll, got no preferential treatment. All I got was no good fireworks
He's
here
an
in town.
informant for me now.
Now he's got 2 little girls at home crying because they got no fireworks.
Don't worry, Daddy's got a stash.
For sure.
I got some lame ones you can have, some legal ones.
I believe you do. And I
I may have some dope ones.
don't know anyone with dope ones. Wink, wink.
Jabs.
I don't know what you're talking about, Troy.
Wink, wink.
I've never seen a firework. What's a mortar? I've never heard of it. That's crazy talk.
I do like your new accent. I've been picking up on it lately.
It's my Rivah accent.
Well, you've had, you're by way of Chicago, Arizona, D.C., but you've been in Richmond quite a while now, so you're picking up a whole new accent.
Well, you remember how he gets accents, right?
That's year one. No one ever heard that stuff.
You sure?
Yeah, man.
Bring him up to speed.
It's not as funny if it's not in the moment.
Okay.
And that story came to be. It was very interesting.
I'm just think it's curious that now you have a new accent.
You have to suck that accent out of him. That's how I recall it.
Yeah.
That's how I recall the story going. But my accents are no good.
So you got a local Uber driver is what you're saying.
No.
Or Lyft, I should say. Sorry.
Right. I want to go get the coolers. Hola. Adios.
That is my Spanish accent.
Yeah.
Not very good.
After getting free chicken from the Spanish place.
That was not free. I
Picked
paid.
up free chicken and an accent.
I paid for all 4 bags of that chicken.
Yeah.
The old
Man.
I did it the hard way.
Hard.
The hard way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that river accent is pissing my wife off. I spent the past weekend down on the river, and now I refuse to say the R because I was down at the river.
Oh, I hate that shit.
With Pat. Pat and I went on
But
a road
you have
trip.
a place at the river, and
yeah,
a lot
but
of
how
people
many
say
fuck
that.
sticks do that?
Yeah,
and
they all
paint
say it Riva.
Riva on their shed,
Yeah.
and every time I drive by it, I'm like, you fucking tools.
The river.
Well, you don't understand our southern ways, Eli.
Yeah, that's it.
You're new to the river.
Actually, it's so
I
funny.
was
The wife and
born
I
in the
both
river.
lunch on that shit. Like, whatever we get, we're not getting that dumb shit.
Know what I'm getting the Elis for their new Riva house.
Yeah, that's right. Kindling, apparently.
Don't worry, if Troy gets it, it's not flammable.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It'll smolder a little bit.
Oh, that'll float in the river.
Right.
It's a sheet metal sign.
And
What the hell?
I took.
Yeah.
I told Pat I was going to look at a piece of land on the river that I will never buy, and I was like we should go down there and look at it, Pat. And so I picked him up in the Miata first thing in the morning on Saturday.
That's all he wanted.
Oh, he was devastated. He goes, "No, we're not taking the Miata, are we?" I was like, "Yeah, dude, we're taking the Miata. It's only going to be 94 degrees today.
Yeah.
Top down.
Yeah.
Go.
I got some
son.
boxes riding shotgun. You need to sit in the middle.
Sit on the stick.
Work the
and
shifter with 2 hands.
sit on the stick. I'll just move your head."
You had
Yeah.
well, you had your Miata shirt on too.
No, so that was the best part. I showed up to pick him up in the shirt that the Abacus gave me that says Miata Club.
Yeah.
And it's like blue with pink palm
Oh.
trees all over it.
Looks like the early 90s puked all over it.
Dude,
Yeah.
it was. He took one look. He sees me sitting in the Miata and comes out and sees me in that shirt. And he's like, "No, you're
Instant hard on.
not.
Hold on, wait.
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah. Right.
I took care of that.
From semi? Yeah, you did. That's why I'm talking
That's why I
like
got this Rivah accent. There we go. It's full circle. So I pick him up in this shirt, and I'm thinking this is hilarious. Like I'm having the best time
Yeah.
riding around in this medium Miata Club
Yeah.
shirt with the pink palm trees on it, and I'm enjoying the shit out of my day.
Meanwhile, the ambiguously gay duo going
Which-
down the street.
Ace
We
and
don't
Gary
look
over
great.
here.
So then I have to stop and get gas, and I'm not thinking about it, but I am like, I'm way out in the country now, like
Yeah.
headed out Kilmarnock way. And I pull over
They
at
don't
this.
take kindly to your type out
They
there.
did not. They did not. I pull up, and I realize every
That's
single.
because he was in a Miata and his head in the guy's lap.
Yeah.
They don't take kind of that in most places around here.
Sorry,
Hold on.
we're all out of gas here.
Two guys got out of the car, but I only saw one pull up.
Yeah.
I'm very confused here.
Yeah, I was driving.
Yeah, you were.
Fucking Pat. So I get out of the car though, and every car in there is like an F350,
Yeah,
F250. It's all just
Yeah.
monster ass trucks.
Browning stickers
And I'm
on the back of them.
I'm sitting there pumping my gas, and I'm
Salt
wearing
life.
my Club Miata shirt, and I realize that all these giant rednecks are staring at me as I'm next to the Miata, like, yeah, I probably should have, like, I would have been better off shirtless standing here
Yeah.
doing this. I caught a lot of odd looks.
Yeah.
They're like, get in the back of my truck.
Well,
finished.
maybe not,
Probably
because
a
then
couple
they would have seen the
weeks.
tramp stamp, and that would have been even worse.
The Miata for life tramp stamp. On my
No,
lower
it was
back.
tribal, I thought.
Oh, it's written in tribal.
Yeah,
font.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually, it was one of those, I finished pumping my gas and Pat was inside, and I was like, I'm going to move my car over here. I'm not gonna hold this spot while everyone's trying to gas
Speaking
up
of old
there.
redneck boys, I saw one today at Kings of Million. This dude had a long sleeve camo shirt on, Wrangler jeans, and boots. And this dude, he had just gotten a haircut. He wasn't wearing a hat. You could tell he just got a haircut. Whatever trucker style cap he had, his from his eyes down, he was tanner than shit.
Yeah.
And the back of his head had where you adjust the hat out,
Just
tan
red.
as shit. No tan.
Yeah.
And holes, the other holes through it were tan.
That's
And then
awesome.
His forehead was completely white.
Right.
Like that dude wears a. I don't know why he didn't have a hat on today because
Huh.
he looks like he wears a hat all the time. He's clubbing around Kings of Men in Wrangler jeans, and it was like 90-some degrees today.
That is one like
The jeans.
group that I'm so glad I never latched onto ever.
The redneck boys.
Yes.
The King's Dominion
Oh
group?
no, the redneck, mossy oak, fucking that whole world. I'm just so
Those
glad
are my
I never
people,
got
dude.
it. Yeah,
That's where I grew up.
honky tonkin', country music, and
Guns
mossy oakin'.
Guns
See,
in the back of the truck.
But I mean, I love guns and all that. I just
That's the thing.
something
you could've-
about going down that road.
But
'cause
you
I live
could've.
out that
You
world.
could've
Yes.
gone down there because-
everyone out where I live is that way.
You're probably
And I-
closer to that than all of us.
Exactly.
And when you went to
Absolutely.
high school, you were out a little more country.
No,
I would consider where you grew up to be a little more country.
false. Just because I only say that because I was never. There was no one in my. We've talked about this before as to why I don't like country music, and it's because there was no one around me that listened to that. No one.
You didn't have rednecks at your high school.
Of course, everybody has rednecks in their high school.
Okay.
But I'm
Yeah.
saying that there was two. I mean, it wasn't like Fredericksburg. It was Dale
Yeah.
City and Woodbridge are vastly different than Fredericksburg at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just remember I used to drive out to where you went to high school to go four-wheeling.
Yeah.
when I was in high school. That's where we would go because that was like country. So I
Yeah,
always
more
just
woods.
assumed you had some country
No,
shit
I
going
don't know
on.
why. It's weird. I never.
Well, where I grew up, like the good old boys listened to Garth Brooks and then listen to Snoop Dogg. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
one and the same.
And Lil Nas.
Yeah.
But I get
Yeah.
you. I mean, guns, trucks. I don't need the outfit.
I know. I mean, I don't get it.
Camo's a good look.
I had one buddy that was like a hardcore redneck. He was a good dude. But I always thought he was
No,
cool.
I never said they weren't good dudes because they're all awesome people. But I'm just saying
Like, he's
I have
the one
zero appeal of any of that lifestyle. Like killing some animals to eat sounds awesome. Shooting some shit sounds awesome. But like getting mossy oak clothing and loving Stone Cold. Shit like that.
Loving
Like,
Stone Cold.
like a Darryl Waltrip shirt. Like that shit is never happening.
Yeah, I never really thought about the Loving Stone
No.
Cold angle, though. That's very true. They loved it.
That's a different class.
Yeah. I mean,
We were going down that road for a while. We watched every WWE for
Hell
years.
yeah.
It was ridiculous out here. Doing the damn podcast is the only thing on them Monday nights.
Yeah.
And then what did we watch the other night for hours? The fast mud bogs guys. Those trucks going across. As many trucks.
Oh,
going
like drag
across?
racing?
Yeah, through the mud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they were making a U-turn at the end and going back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a barrel race.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was good.
See,
I'm
we
into
are-
all their shit, apparently.
Yeah, you are a redneck.
Yeah, for sure.
The hell is going on?
It just
You know what I can't stand? All the shit I like. That's the
Yeah,
worst.
maybe it's just flowing. It's the flying of the redneck flag that I don't like. I guess is what it is.
And the river
Yeah.
flag.
yeah.
That too.
Well, I was going to say, at the river, you see lots of rednecks.
Oh, tons.
Yeah,
like it's
so-
their world. Like all they're doing is pumping
Ely's Closet
country,
redneck. We just found
country
out.
twang.
I think so.
A lot of my lifestyle is
Yeah.
for sure, but like I almost abhor that whole. What kind of queer doesn't listen to country music? Like people
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
They're all over the place.
Do you think they are, though, anymore?
Yes.
Really? You think that?
Over a certain age group. Yeah,
That's
for
just
sure.
ignorant,
Yeah.
though. That's not.
Well,
That's not
on
necessarily
all
redneck.
ends.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
like
that gets back to the redneck trash argument that we've had before.
the redneck and white trash.
Yeah, it's
Big
difference.
difference.
Yeah.
Oh, huge.
I like to
difference.
think of. I like Waterman. Waterman is my favorite class of redneck. Those people are just
hard working.
Drilling down pretty hard there.
It's just if you meet somebody who's like a redneck but lives by the water, they always seem to be able to do more stuff. I think it's just a little bit harder life, a little
Give me
more
a
experience.
Give me a skiff.
I don't
and
know.
and
You find a rancher. That guy works pretty hard.
yeah.
Pretty resilient.
I'm thinking like, all right,
Maybe
we
when
got,
you lived in Texas, you
we
were
got
around them.
we got a buddy Fink. you know Fink.
Yeah.
I mean that dude's the most ingenious dude in the world when it comes to like he's got ingenuity.
He's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
anomaly.
Yes.
He's just. I mean, that dude.
But I just find that a lot of the
literally a
rednecks
genius.
near the water just tend to be a little more useful around. Like they can help you
I'll
out.
tell you
with
what.
stuff.
All the good old boys I know are hella useful if you need certain things done. I mean, like Ely
Yeah.
said, you want to kill something, call them up. Your car ain't running right, call them up.
That's
so
right.
you might be book smart, and I had this argument with a girl I knew back in the day. She was in college and thought she was so damn smart. I'm like, you're smart until you need your damn oil changed. And you
Yeah.
gotta
That's a
get
great
the,
point. Because I hate needle dick worthless fucks just as much, if
Yeah.
not more.
I'm like,
Yeah.
your smartness is only.
I don't know what I am. I'm torn.
No, well, you're a hater. You
Yeah.
hate a lot.
I think I am. Yeah, I do. I am a hater.
Yeah, you hate a lot of stuff.
Sipping on haterade.
But you like people too, just as
love
much as you
people.
hate people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I love more people than I hate people.
Yeah. You're not a recluse. You don't
He's
like
yin and yang.
socializing.
I am
and-
yin and yang.
I think if there's anybody out there that can teach me something new, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like if I'm like you're down at the river, you don't know shit about
Rivah.
something.
Yeah, they'll teach you how to spell river.
Yeah, exactly.
Not there.
Yeah.
But I mean, if I can
You
learn,
go inland to learn how to finish that word off.
Right. Exactly.
Well, when it rolls into the bay.
R-I-V-A.
Because get it?
Yeah.
It's like a different spelling, but it
Yeah.
sounds the same.
Yeah.
It's cooler, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Make a T-shirt like that. Ugh.
I'm on river. I'm on river time.
Yeah, get it? It's got an H.
Yeah, and an A. It's really pretty clever. I'm
Yeah,
a
it is,
river
for
guy.
sure.
Well, then you should be glad I did not like that land patent I looked at because first thing I would have done.
Yeah, put a big Rivah
Brendan's
sign.
Rivah House.
Yeah, you would have.
I
For
would've
sure.
I would have been fired up. My wife has not heard the R on the end of River since Saturday.
Really?
And she's furious.
I cannot wait to tell the wife this.
Furious. She will not. She's like, it's River. River with an R. I'm
Yeah.
like, I know. The R's at the beginning. It's Rivah. She can't
I
stand
never
it.
said there was not an awe.
I started making iced tea.
Tell her
and
she's
now I
saying-
keep being like, where's my tea?
Oh my
It's killing
God.
her.
Tell her she's saying R wrong.
Exactly.
It's awe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go down to the bar? We can take the car.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's furious with this situation. That's
Well,
for sure.
Your wife needs more fuel to hate you, so that's a good plan on your.
Yeah.
I am being smart. It's
There you
like she's got me at like a 6, and I'm like, I'm not quitting until you think I'm a 4.
Let's
That's
ratchet that up. What's it say? What's
Killing
it say?
my liver while at the river. Nice, dude.
Livahh, Rivah. Nice.
Killing my liver.
Somewhere
while
the
down at
shitbird
river.
that made that is giggling so hard because they think it's the coolest thing ever.
I love too that it's a daiquiri glass and a martini glass on there. Like, no, it's
I got that.
It is funny. Like I said,
It's
Angela and
natural
I
light cans.
are looking for like swag like this to
Yeah.
decorate and stuff, and we're both like, if either one of us says anything about the Rivah, I'm gonna lose my damn mind.
River
You better
fixes
keep that on the
everything.
wraps down there at the river, because
Yeah.
you will be fucking shunned.
Got
Yeah.
that cirrhosis.
Exactly.
That's too weird.
Those are great though. There's a million different river things.
Oh,
out
yeah.
there. Oh, damn it! I said the R. I got it. I'll get over it. Ely cured me of appreciate.
Yeah.
So now I just
Appreciate.
need to get rid of river. Soon I'll be able to pronounce everything. I really appreciate this river.
Yeah.
Making friends over here.
You got the cancer on a Wednesday.
I was at the river on Thursday. I can't do that.
Yeah, I decided the river life's not for me though. At least
No?
that land wasn't. It just looked tough.
I don't
out
know that
there.
you had the vision.
Oh, you should have seen it. It was rough. It was
Yeah?
rough. Yeah, and the problem
That's why it was so cheap.
Exactly.
Mm.
at the top of it though, where the only spot you could build a house would have been like the length of this from that other dude's house. So you would have been like on top of your neighbor on 7 acres. I was like, how is this a good deal?
Dude,
this
like
is-
I was saying, pictures are movie magic when it comes to real estate.
Oh, yeah.
You can walk in and you're like, where the fuck did they take this picture from?
Oh, well,
I
the
can't
beauty
find
is-
the angle.
They took the
Yeah.
picture before the other house was built. They
This-
took all the pictures.
I love
so
that. I love when your
Deception.
neighbor's house goes up for sale and you see the pictures. You're like, what house is that
That
again?
shit is dope.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I got to move in that neighborhood.
Is that
Yeah.
Nate's house with all the holes in the wall?
the meth house?
Yeah.
Damn.
The best is when they like literally stage the shit out. They're like, first take all your shit out.
Yeah. Staging is the shit, dude. It's amazing the psychology behind how that works.
You really can't. They don't want any pictures of you in there.
No, well, not just that, but just reorganizing your shit because
Yeah.
what's comfortable is not what sells.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
When we bought our house, they said it was weird because people were gone. It was totally empty, and they say that's not good. But the wife and I both love looking at the house away because we're like, oh, it's our house. Like it's not
Yeah.
anyone else's crap in there. It's not like I couldn't imagine where to put the bed and where to put the couch. The house isn't that big. Like the couch goes on this wall, the bed goes on that wall.
Yeah.
Like,
I spent 2.5 hours doing staging today. People just
but like people like pay people to come in and
Oh, yeah.
bring fake furniture
Stu's
and
like,
shit
"What?"
in.
They
Yeah.
get paid for that?
Well, I mean, if you
Shit.
go, like, if you walk through like a high-end model, the staging is what really
Yeah.
sells it
Yeah.
more than anything.
You got like super small couches in there.
Because it's super clever things. It's like, oh, the chalkboard wall is
Yeah.
hanging up. That would be so cool.
Oh my
You're
God,
like,
I gotta
yeah,
have
we need to have
that.
that chalkboard wall.
Rules.
Yeah.
Well, I've determined all you need to sell any house is a 3 foot by 6 foot patio off your master bedroom, so you can drink coffee out there every morning, because that's what every house is on every sales thing.
And it's what
Yeah.
you
We
do
can have
every
our
morning.
coffee out here. Like,
That's
No
right.
one's ever had a fucking coffee out there. Not
Yeah.
no couple's ever sat out there and had a cup of coffee.
We have coffee in our Florida room all the time.
There you go. I drink coffee on my
That's
screened-in
good.
porch.
I sit on my apartment porch.
Yeah.
Oh, Stu, stop.
You got an apartment, huh?
You guys in your houses. You guys are killing me.
Deli time.
You got some roommates?
Yeah, how's that work? Are you allowed to sell houses if you don't live in one?
Yeah. I'm taking your advice.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, if you're a broke financial advisor, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. Don't do what I do.
Hey, which I think we have
Oh, yeah, where is it? This is Stu's deli.
should be in here. Yeah, Stu's got a buddy which I can't remember the name of the brewery. I need to look at this can.
It's called Burnt City Brewing.
Burnt City Brewing.
Out of your hometown.
Now it's you blew my joke. Yes, okay.
I'm going to
I was
pour
gonna say,
some of this.
sounds like it's from a really cool
into
city.
a cup.
Boom.
Yeah, because we only have. Oh wait, we have multiples of these.
Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
Oh, I
Alien
didn't
I'll split
realize.
one.
Ah, yes, Burnt City Brewing.
I love the story behind this. This is amazing.
So this is called Two-Headed Boy, which everybody knows exactly what that's a reference to. So I don't need to
Wait,
go
what?
into it.
Please tell us.
So as soon as I saw this can, I looked at it and I was like, oh, Two-Headed Boy. That's cool. That's a Neutral Milk Hotel reference, I'm guessing.
What's that band again?
Neutral Milk Hotel. Two-Headed Boy. It's really creepy song.
Something a doucher would know.
Yeah.
Doucher? That doesn't sound right. Doucher. I'm not familiar with the term. Oh, you mean doucha.
Poop sniffer?
Dusha. Yeah, so Brendan immediately Marco Polo's Stu and I, and Ely, you might have been on it too. It looks pretty light, actually. He goes, oh, that's a Neutral Milk Hotel song, Two-Headed Boy.
Out of the blue.
Out of the blue, like right after Stu says
Because
he's
it's
got
an
this beer,
obvious
and
Neutral Milk
yeah.
Hotel reference.
And
to
Brendan
me.
goes,
Duh.
if you want to,
Thank you.
Brendan says to Stu, he's like, if you want to blow the guy's mind, tell him, oh, I get it, it's Neutral Milk Hotel reference. So Stu reached out to the guy, and the guy reached out to the brewers, and they were like, wait, what? Somebody knew that?
Of course.
Yeah.
At the same time, Stu and I are immediately on, I go to YouTube. I don't know where he went. It's the fucking worst song I've ever heard.
No.
Straight
Dude,
trash.
if there was a way-
Did you hear it, Ely?
No.
Dude.
I already knew, though.
You knew that?
Sounded. No, I already knew it was trash.
Oh, by the
Something
stupid name?
risque that he knew. Stupid name. I knew it was going to be
Yeah.
garbage.
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
You
Whoa. That seems like quite the.
You could not have been more right.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't make it through 30 seconds.
It's
of
like when
this
someone's
song,
like,
dude.
man, I never saw Tremors 3. Like, no shit, I never tried. I figured it was dog shit. You know what I mean?
Stu, you just pulled up the verses of Two-Headed Boy.
This line right here it just says it all. That's terrible.
Do you want to read it?
Two-Headed Boy put on Sunday shoes and danced round the room to accordion keys with the needle that sings in your heart, catching signals that sound in the dark. Obviously, you got to repeat that. Catching signals that sound in the dark.
Oh, the blues, the chorus, for Christ's sake?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
We'll take off our clothes, and they'll be placing fingers through the notches in your spine. And when all is breaking, everything that you could keep inside, now
Well, it flows well.
Now your
Yeah.
eyes ain't moving. Now they just lay there in their climb. Duh. Two-headed boy with pulleys and
Repeat
weights,
that 'cause
creating
it's a
a radio
chorus.
played just for two. In the parlor with the moon across her face, and through the music he sweetly displays silver speakers that sparkle all day, made for his lover who's floating and choking with her hands across her face.
Okay, you
Duh.
just made that sound like poetic justice compared to the lyrics. I mean,
Yes.
compared to the actual music, because it is horrible.
I was at
Yeah. Why couldn't this guy done Into the Wild?
that is one of Eddie Vedder's greatest. Don't give me that bullshit, dude.
No, I meant the actual guy that went into the wild.
and
died.
ate the berries and
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
He actually, it was really heartbreaking because after they released this album in the airplane over the sea, they ended up going away, and it's really difficult to get. Like, Neutral Milk Hotel broke up, and it bummed out all kinds of people.
At least 5.
Dozens of people.
Yeah.
Family members.
Mm-hmm.
This guy Jeff Magnum, the lead singer, is like some wizard, and he
Can
came
you
out of.
explain
Was
how
he
you know?
a superhero or in a police drama in the 70s?
in a lot of like hipsters' minds, he kind of is a superhero.
Yeah. His last name is Magnum.
He came out of Athens, Georgia, and like it was a bunch of like weird musicians that would live in this crazy like hippie commune thing at this house and make music, and they created Neutral Milk Hotel, and all kinds of bands spun out of there. Right about the time Widespread Panic came out of there, and
all the greats came from there.
and then this became a thing, and then they disappeared because Magnum couldn't handle the pressure of fame. Like he hated that people knew who he was.
So you're telling me you like this band?
I love King of Carrot Flowers Part 1 and 2, obviously.
What are we talking about? What the fuck is going on?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it is weird.
You talking like you know it all about it too is making it worse. I love the king and the 2 fingers upside down cake. What the fuck?
That's hilarious.
Like we're idiots for not knowing.
yeah.
It. Like yeah. I mean, it was that was our first one. Second one was the banana float.
You're the one
without
who's
saying.
dropping
Obviously.
the deep cut side B's. You're the one who knows about the King Banana Cake 2-finger
That's
fingal.
Upside down with a twist.
Yeah, I mean that's the good stuff.
Yeah, that had some dope
That's their
tracks
finishing
on it
move.
for sure.
Dude, I don't know.
Oh
man.
my god!
I got turned on.
and
to
then
that.
it's fucking Homer's like, a lot of the greats came from there.
Yeah. I mean,
It is.
I'm telling you right now, Stu and I both couldn't make it through 30 seconds
It
of that
was
song.
A lot of them. I mean,
You gotta
the
put that-
majority of them came from here.
You got to put that on the Facebook page just because people need this song as reference.
Yeah,
I would much rather
everybody
lead with
knows.
King of Carrot Flowers before I'd lead with Two-Headed Boy. Two-Headed
Yeah,
Boy is
I would agree with that statement.
Yeah.
unquestionably a weird song.
So
There's no doubt.
Now we have to separate the song
But
completely
I immediately,
from the beer.
when I saw the name, I was like, Two-Headed Boy. There's only one thing that can be a reference to, and that's Neutral Milk Hotel. And then when I saw the side and there was a brain in a jar, I was like, I'm pretty sure that's in the album liner notes. So
What?
Yeah.
all like,
Well, no, my guys at the brewery are fairly impressed that you recognize that.
see?
They sent me a text message. They're happy that you.
I'm glad this is
are
your
in there,
proudest
but-
moment.
Oh, I wouldn't say it was my proudest
You
moment.
impress some fucking hipster nerds that make beer in the back of a brewery.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that's the case, but okay.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm
That's
just relating with my
fucking
people
great.
from Chicago.
No,
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
buddy owns the place, and he talked to the brewers in the back who name the beer that they make, right?
Yeah, so we're not.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we're separating two things, but yeah,
Yes.
the guys that brew
Are
the
we?
beer.
Well, I don't think we can put the evils of Neutral Milk Hotel onto Burnt City Brewing, which, mind you, the evils of Neutral Milk Hotel are amazingly good. They're a brilliant band.
No, like Stu said, we're separating one from the other because one is straight trash.
They play a saw on this album and make it sound hauntingly beautiful. It's a song about Anne Frank, so it's already haunting.
Who?
Anne Frank?
The hot dog lady?
Wait. Oh, there's some
Sausage King of Chicago?
Abe Froman.
That's from
check. Yeah,
Same city.
same city. See? It's all coming together.
Yeah, I think we're
Circle.
doing like some Kevin Bacon shit
Yeah.
here. Where we're tying Tremors. I talked about Tremors too.
Yes.
Can we
It all
talk about
makes sense.
Can we get to the beer?
how's this deli going?
It's officially the worst beer review we've ever done.
Well,
Well, we haven't even started
I
talking about
feel
the
like
beer.
that's square on your shoulders.
Let's move. Two-Headed Boys.
tell you
very
what.
clever name.
Let me go.
All you got to do is separate the music from the beer.
Let's stop talking about the garbage song.
All right.
We'll talk about the beer.
So Burnt
Two-Headed
City
Boy
Brewing.
out of Burnt City Brewing.
All the greats
in-
came from
in
there.
Chicago. It's an unfiltered Pilsner. It's 5.1% alcohol by volume. We have a 4-pack of 16-ounce in a can. It says clean, refreshing, crisp.
You'll
subtle,
wish you had a second
honey-
head to drink twice as fast.
I do like the can.
Subtle honey
Yeah.
malt flavor with a hint of notable hops. So,
It's got bubbles.
yes.
Ooh, that it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that second head is a pretty good statement. I like this beer a lot. I think it's very tasty.
What do you think about it? I mean, outside of just
It's easy drinking, but it's got some flavor in it, and it's
Definitely.
not, it's not over hoppy. It says it's honeyed malt flavor with a hint of notable hops. I think that honey probably cuts down on the notable
it's
hops.
a game changer.
Yeah, and I think this is pretty delicious, and I would have more than one of these, and I would buy
Out
them
of
if I
5,
saw
1
them.
to 5, what are you ranking it on the
Well,
deli
a
scale?
4 wins a deli.
No.
Oh yeah, we've had to move it up because
you have?
because we
Yeah.
started giving delis away at the 3.5 mark. We've decided you got to get all the way to a 4 to win the big dog.
Makes sense to
It's
me.
impossible to win a 4.
I give it a 4. I think it's really good.
And then right there on cue,
Boom.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's really good, actually.
yeah, Stu, what do
For
you
a
think of this?
microbrew, and I
beer?
don't like a lot of microbrews. This is pretty tasty.
I mean, I'm
My palate.
Soon to be a macro.
Once they sell out.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely not. I mean, I'm not a big fan of IPAs, so this is greatly
I was
refreshing.
about
this
to say
is
that's
nowhere,
nowhere
Yeah.
near an
I know.
IPA.
I know. I'm just saying everything we've had recently has been in that. So I'm loving this. I mean, it's really refreshing. It's light. That's what I'm.
Finish
that's what
is
I'm
really
thinking.
clean.
Yeah, it's not a long aftertaste. So I'd definitely give it a 3.5 off, if not higher.
So we're going with 4 and a 3.5. So we are.
Yeah.
It's scoring well. I mean, if the song "Two-Headed Boy" is a 4, right? We all can agree with that. No. Everyone's staring at their phones as soon as I start talking. What the
I'm
fuck is
listening.
happening?
No, I'm looking at the.
So here's what I noticed. There's a beer that I just tried this past weekend that is out of Three Notch Brewing here locally, and it's called their like Firefly or Fire something. It's their summer ale,
Okay,
and they made it with honeysuckle,
that's what.
and the honeysuckle in it is really good, but it's actually overly sweet. Like as you start to drink the beer, you start to be like, it's a little too sweet, and so I didn't end up liking it as much. The reason I bring it up is because there is that honey flavor in here, but it's
Because-
not overly sweet.
Because Neutral Milk Hotel did a B-side called Honeysuckle Headed Boy. That's why you bring it up?
That's the one. That's the one. Honeysuckle headed boy. No, so what I like about this is the unfilteredness of it allows it to have a
Yeah.
little more going on. So the honey doesn't like come through as like super
Yeah.
sicky sweet. And it reminds me if you've ever had a Vienna lager,
Yeah.
those that live in the area, it's a Vienna lager that's like unfiltered with a hint of sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
That it's definitely honey. You can identify it as honey as you drink it. Because of that, it's refreshing as shit. It's really
And
good.
because it's unfiltered, it's got that mouthfeel that's slightly different than your
yeah,
filtered out,
Like,
macro brews.
I'm really impressed with this beer. I
Yeah.
did not expect to like it as much as I would
No, I was not expecting that at all.
because I thought you guys were just going to make fun of me for the Neutral Milk Hotel thing.
Yeah.
That
We
happened.
did.
Yeah, that
Okay.
happened.
That
Should we do it again? Should we go
wasn't
back
an
around?
if.
Let's get back into that.
wasn't an if.
But I think if you're looking for a summer refresher, but you're looking for something with a little more flavor, this is about
Have a friend in Chicago that owns a brewery, and he can send it to you.
with a bottle of
Yeah.
Malort
Can we get
because
this anywhere around here?
Not currently
Not
here.
yet.
No, but there is FedEx.
All our Chicago listeners.
well, you call Benny's Beverage Depot in Chicago.
Yeah.
You have them send you a bottle of Malort and some
Malort can't
Two-Headed
come
Boy.
here.
Yeah, but you get it sent to DC.
There you go.
I'm gonna say it's between a 3.5 and a 4. I think I'm right with you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 4 though because I'm gonna take the Two-Headed Boy to push it over the top. That's where I stand. That's a good ass
So
beer.
we're sitting. I mean, we are teetering on.
That's
the
a good
edge
ass
of a
beer.
deli.
Like that's easy drinking.
All we need
But
is
we've got the curmudgeon who's already said that he hates everything or hates everybody.
I do.
in this episode.
What is that? Like I could do what Adam Carolla does, where he complains about anything.
Yeah,
I could do
yeah.
that all day.
yeah.
there you
Because I
go.
like the awesome shit of some people. Then I can easily point out the horrible shit.
Oh yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, speaking of,
So you did say you like the can.
Yeah, the can's awesome. I like the color. I like the layout.
Yeah.
It's not crazy over like too much shit on it.
What I like about it, though, if you look really at the bottom, it's the burnt city, Chicago in ruins.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, because that stupid fucking cow kicked over a lantern.
Boom.
I do like this beer.
That's how I like my Chicago.
This beer is really
Yeah.
refreshing.
So,
Oh, wow.
more than I thought I was going to like it.
Yeah.
The honey
Wow.
does come through quite a bit, and I enjoy
But
that.
not like sweet.
No, not at
which
all.
is
But
great.
It's not overly. I don't know what you said, but you said it wasn't like excessive. There wasn't a ton of. I don't know what the word is, but it's light enough.
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah,
So
and the hop is like
yeah,
The hop's
barely
cuts,
there.
Yeah.
right, which I love.
Like there's enough hop there that you go, oh, it's a real beer.
Yeah.
But you would never identify this as a hoppy beer.
I would
at all.
casually drink this all day because I enjoy the little bit of. It's got a hint of the honey flavor in it.
Yeah.
And that it's light. It's nowhere near an IPA. I like it a lot. So.
I mean, this would be.
And for 5.1, it's not boozy.
Right.
I don't want it to be any
No.
higher than 5.1.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm a 5.0 guy.
Yeah.
So.
This.
And the fact that the description says it's good for shotgunning, I think it's going to push me to the edge.
Exactly.
I'll give it a 4.
There we go. Dang.
It's our first deli since the official rule rework.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
haven't had-
Nice.
and it's been a long time since we've had a deli.
To come from the two-headed boy depths.
Yeah.
Wow.
From
Yeah.
these
Yeah,
guys.
they started off way after the.
Because I'll be honest with you, Burnt City, this shitbird over here had you down in the dumps. yeah.
Yeah,
You might have thought him knowing it was cool, but him knowing it would hurt you.
they
Yeah.
they fired the starting rifle and dude was still tying his shoes.
That's right. Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
They hate
Oh,
anything
Kennedy's
I
a
love.
homer? Okay. Here we go.
Oh, you like that band? Yeah, we're out.
Yeah,
We're good.
exactly. What can we do to poke holes in what you're saying? That's basically how we live.
I'm pretty psyched we chose this one because they
Yeah.
they had a bunch of other IPAs we could have grabbed that would have
Probably not going over.
not gone over as well. But fortunately, Two-Headed Boy had the Nutri-Milk Hotel reference. So even though that's what set it back, it's also why we chose this one of all their beers.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
it.
That's good.
Hey, so Stu, can you get this stuff?
Yeah, I think I can because
You know a guy?
I know a guy who knows a guy, and
I mean, that is so tasty.
this is
Should they rename it?
no.
No, the name's cool. Song's lame.
yeah.
It doesn't mean anything to you though.
None of them do.
Some of them do.
Do they?
Some of them have like flavor, like
I mean, it says
flavor it is.
per their description, it says you'll wish you had a second head in order to drink this beer twice as fast.
He doesn't even listen when we're here.
I know.
I already did
I know
that.
you already said that.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right. Sorry, I was enjoying my beer. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Check his headphones.
I am pretty psyched about this. beer.
funny.
Next time I'm in Chicago, I'm going by. Whereabouts? Do you have any idea where they are in the city?
No, not exactly.
You see that button on your computer?
No, I can't hit
producer?
that. That's just
Visit us.
that's gonna happen.
That's all I was looking for.
No, your internet here sucks.
Oh, they've moved to the district brew yards.
Yeah, so the
Nice.
district view. This is what's cool. So they've gotten basically what would be considered like
Rubbing
a
that face on me and shit. God damn.
He's turning into a two-headed dog.
For sure. God.
That tumor is like seriously an inch bigger than it was.
It's going to start
last
talking
dude.
here in a second.
I'm gonna start projectile vomiting. When I start
Yeah.
seeing them now, dude. It's so
No.
bad.
But they-
Remember? Go ahead.
Go ahead, finish.
I was just gonna say the what
anyway,
they've done
you guys
here.
are ruining the story.
The
I was
district,
about to go off on a total recall tangent. You're lucky.
that helped, Brendan.
That would have been the second reference. I got one over here. That was
Nice.
pretty good.
but yeah, these district brew yards are. It's kind of like, and this is what they were telling me directly was it's if you kind of liken it to like a brewery food court where they've gotten
That's pretty cool.
5
So they
to
have
6
multiple breweries
they
in
got-
there.
but they all agreed to brew on site under one roof.
Ah, so it's not just taps.
No, it's
That's cool.
It's the whole thing, and I mean, there's a restaurant. You get one, you get your food, but it's kind of it's the first of its kind actually in the country, and it's in Chicago.
I picture them having gang wars like in the newsrooms. Yeah.
Picture it more like the Jets.
Like when they're out back smoking, they're
Yeah.
like, "What are you doing, Burnt City?"
Actually, it's probably like the Warriors.
Yeah.
They got the bottles on their fingers.
That's
Tink,
right.
No,
tink,
no, it's
Warriors.
like no, it's like
Anchorman.
Anchorman.
West
Yeah, that's what I'm
yeah.
saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I was going for
Breaks a
classics.
chain out.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, Channel 7, huh?
Brick.
Burnt City, what are you doing?
Brick,
You
you
stab
killed
somebody
him.
with a trident.
Yeah, you should probably lay low.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Exactly, Ron.
I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
I killed a man.
yeah. But you
Public
guys
broadcast.
know in that food court of breweries, there's a ton of shit talking going down.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta be, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone's trying to
Like,
poach.
who got corn syrup up in this motherfucker? Y'all see that delivery?
Yeah. I bet someone's
yelling
trying to
across
steal the Burnt Cities guy because that dude can brew.
Yeah.
That dude's
Music
pretty good.
taste.
Yeah, somebody's yelling across the brewery. Your corn syrup's over here.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool. I need to go check that place out. That looks. Oh, and it's got barbecue.
Yeah, there's all your food. That's all you need.
And they're literally not playing
Nice.
around. It's barbecue or barbecue.
Hey guys, your preservatives are over here.
Right.
That's awesome.
No.
We need to check that out.
Just seriously would like to thank my guys for sending the beer down. This is
Yes, thank you, Burnt City. That's awesome.
really good, actually.
And you get a deli. Put that on your website.
Yep.
Very rare to get
Well,
a deli.
under the new rating system, nobody has it.
Yes,
So
you're the first.
they would have gotten the very first.
Tell them what the deli is, because that's confusing.
Yeah.
to me.
Oh, yeah. So the deli is, does Ely like it? See, it's very easy to get Troy and I to enjoy a beer
Yeah.
because
We're functioning alcoholics.
some of us just lose the F word. but we like our beer, so we tend to be a little more tolerant of the nuances
Yes.
of microbrews. Whereas Ely
Most of them taste like dog shit.
likes,
White dog shit, to be specific.
Yes.
he does not like his microbrews and specifically hates hops.
Oh, for
Yes.
And then we've got Stu, who's like
sure. Me.
gluten free
Allergic
and
to
doesn't
beer.
really like a lot of beer.
Yeah.
And-
Sensitive.
Yeah, he's like sensitive to it. So
Thanks,
sensitive
Haley.
guy.
Yeah,
Very
thanks for
sensitive
putting that
guy,
out there.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Appreciate it. Mm.
so
But caring.
Yeah.
You know?
it's the right kind of sensitive.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
You can talk to him all night.
Is that more empathy than
He likes-
sympathy? Is that right? Or is it the other way
Yes.
around?
It's
Okay.
empathy.
He likes a safe space.
A splash of sympathy
That's
in there.
You know, he's a safe space.
But so
guy.
Stu's very difficult to get to like a flavorful beer too. So we've got a second one.
Yeah.
But traditionally it's the Does Ely Like It, the Deli Award.
DELI.
And damn near impossible to win under
Yeah.
the new system. So pretty psyched for Burn City. Now if the other, multiple breweries that are there in the brew yard want to go ahead and start sending us beer.
Well,
Yeah.
willing to
So
try
y'all can
them.
officially start talking shit.
That's right.
So
Well, once you
Any of y'all win a deli award?
exactly.
Didn't think so.
Yep. Nerds.
yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
so
wonder-
your sales are going to go through the roof now.
I wonder
yeah.
if they
So keep squishing the grapes. You guys are doing it.
I wonder if Chicago has electric scooters they can get around from all the breweries.
They probably do, right? Those are kind of popping up everywhere.
I mean, they are everywhere.
Like birds.
Birds.
yeah, the Birds, the Lyft has them now. Uber has them now.
Really?
So many people have scooters. They're showing up everywhere. Now I'm a bird guy.
You always have been.
Always will
Yeah.
be. I don't like.
Since 2007, you've been talking about these birds.
I
For
don't-
sure.
But you were
I don't-
early in the game.
Well, I'm not a lime guy. I don't like limes.
Yeah.
Which,
Why?
Because I have the Bird app. Literally.
That's it.
I walked
First one
out.
you downloaded.
The first one I got was
Yeah.
Bird, and then I put my credit card in there and like set up all this stuff, and I was like, well, I'm not going to give it to some other.
This is so
company.
user friendly. Might as well
Yeah.
stick with it.
And then
Yeah.
I just didn't want another. So
I
I
still
will.
haven't ridden one.
Oh my god, they're so much fun. I mean, there's just something about going way too fast on a little rickety scooter.
Not knowing the street you're on.
Yeah.
Jumping,
Yeah.
doing tricks.
You could barely jump.
Yeah,
like
they're
if
so
you,
heavy.
yeah, they're so heavy. If you
Yeah.
give it everything you've got on a bunny hop, all you really do is fuck up the scooter, which is fine.
And how many people try that? Tons.
Everybody.
Yes,
Everybody.
for sure.
The
It's
only
like a
thing you
jet
can
ski.
do,
Yeah.
There's two speeds. Full on and not running.
Right, exactly. Like a golf cart.
Yeah.
You never half throttle that shit. Dude.
I'm just cruising.
Yeah. Oh, I get behind those people at Bethpage and I want to mash their face against the plexiglass.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Dude, they're on Rivah time.
Yeah,
You
that's
need to-
right.
You need to adapt.
Right, I'm trying to get to the ice cream before it closed, motherfucker.
So the town that has more scooters than any town I've ever seen though is Nashville. Every time I go to
Do
Nashville,
you know if they have more? Like, do they literally have
I'm
more?
telling you, man.
I know you're a travel, but I didn't know if like you
like
knew,
I've been all over. I've never seen so many scooters. I'm talking they're littering the streets. And they've got the Birds, the Limes, the Ubers, the
I
Lyft.
didn't even know they. I thought Burr was the only person in the game.
The beauty of the Uber and Lyft is if you're in a city like that, you don't need a new app.
yeah.
You just walk up to it using your Uber or Lyft app, and it's like, yeah, you're already tied
How much
in.
do the Uber and Lyft drivers hate that?
yeah, it's
'Cause how
probably
often do you jump? I mean, in a city, you will jump in an Uber to go
4 blocks.
20 blocks.
You
10
jump
blocks.
in, and go right down the road.
And
It's-
the Uber and Lyfts have a minimum. Like you're going to pay $5 to $7 to go that far. Where
yeah, and it's $1 to start the
Yeah.
start the scooter. So
Hmm.
you can get it's amazing. But
Well-
so
no tipping.
This
can't. I've tried to stick dollars in the scooter.
He would.
I can't.
He would.
Put them in the spokes.
I'll just leave him for the next guy.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
but
what I like to do is just leave the scooter running for about 5 minutes outside,
Yeah.
and then just
There you go.
then park it.
Yeah.
so my office is downtown, and I'm starting to see. Richmond's got the scooters too. I've seen 3 guys, boom, just wipe out.
Oh yeah, it's easy to wipe
They don't
out.
know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The wheels are 5 inches around.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad. But so Nashville just had its first confirmed death. This guy was cruising around.
Someone got run over by a bird.
I'm assuming that he went somewhere he shouldn't have gone. I mean,
Oh, so he didn't hit a pedestrian.
no, he wrecked and there was a car involved, I would assume.
I feel like that's great odds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But so I guess apparently emergency room visits are through the roof in towns that have these because you do
Yeah.
wreck them. I mean, they're easy to wreck, but they're even easier to get where you're going very quickly. I
Yeah.
love them. Well, this dude died, so now Nashville is like banning the scooters outright.
Well, why doesn't it work like this? Because I'm pretty sure if you use the app, and because I've seen them in the streets, and they're marked up. They say like you have to have a helmet. You should be doing certain things. If you wreck and die on one of those things, and you're not following the rules, that's on you. That's not on the scooter.
Yeah, so it looks like this guy had twice the legal limit of alcohol.
What?
And illegally turned off of the sidewalk into the street where he was hit by a Pathfinder.
That doesn't sound right at all.
That kind of actually makes more sense.
But are there hours that you can actually use the scooters? Or are they all night long?
All
No.
hours.
No. So they, like in Baltimore, they shut down at 9 o'clock.
Oh, really?
But
That's weak.
But in Nashville, those bitches run into the night, like till midnight. And
That's
so
the glory of it. Like, why shut down at 9? Like, what if
they
I
got
wanna
LEDs all on the bottom. Like they're pretty
Yeah,
visible.
what if I want to get home at 12?
Because it's not safe, Troy.
Well, so now
Rubberize
Nashville,
everything.
Exactly.
Nashville's being asked to
Yeah.
outlaw all of them. I'll be there
Starts
next
with
week.
fireworks.
So I'll find out.
And it goes to scooters.
Slippery slope.
Yeah.
So this stuff keeps happening though in all these towns where like they're always like they show up, then the city doesn't know how to make money off of it, so they
Yeah.
shut it down. Then they start implementing various rules where they can make a little money, and then they bring them back. So
There will be licenses for these in no time. You can guarantee.
If
Oh,
you're
yeah.
that kid's parents, are you mad at? I guess you're gonna sue the scooter company, but like, I feel like it's on him.
Yes. It's completely on him.
Why are we okay with like deaths in vehicles, but like anything else is like not allowed? Like Ely said, the odds are amazing. How many scooter rides have happened without a death? So then somebody gets clipped.
What'd you say? You said 74 people got.
So
Injured in the first 4 months?
4 months, they had 75 people hit by cars.
In Nashville.
24 hit by in Nashville. The first 4 months, 75 people were killed driving. 24 were killed walking by cars.
Killed?
Yeah, these are people that were killed. This is the difference. So 75 people were killed by cars driving. 25 people were killed walking and hit by a car.
Yeah.
And then we've had their first death
So
by a
in
scooter.
that time, you can actually see scooters are far safer
Yes.
Right.
than other modes of transportation.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
But they've had 74 injuries related to scooters.
injuries are nothing.
Yeah, so-
Well, some of them are something.
Would you take an injury over a death?
Depends
That's
on the
my
injury.
argument for fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
who needs these fingers?
Right. You can just point nubs your whole life.
Well, also with
As
the
long as giving knuckles is cool, you're fine.
Exactly.
As soon as that goes out, like look at the old guy giving knuckles.
fireworks
Exactly.
start fires too. and
Yes.
That kind of creates an issue.
Tons of them.
Well, they're getting rid of them apparently in Nashville, but there's a new startup that's coming to the States
Ooh.
that it's got to be the dumbest shit I've ever seen. It's
French scooters?
called Kangaroo. Pogo sticks.
No. You're lying. You're lying right now.
I know.
You're lying.
I agree.
You're lying. Like, this isn't real, is it?
I saw this.
I believe it
This
has
is
to
real?
be.
It's fake.
I believe it has to be fake, but
Yes.
this CEO is putting all kinds of stuff out there. Like, no, I'm bringing it to market. We're going to start in a few markets, and then we're going to move on from there because he says that it keeps you healthy, and millennials love health, and they want to be able to rent pogo sticks and move around town. Now, it can't be real, right?
You want to get? You think a
How
scooter will
injured are
fuck
you going to
up?
get on a damn kangaroo
I'm
pogo
not.
stick?
I'm a fucking great pogo
What
sticker,
website? Come on.
But a lot of these people are gonna get really
ScaryMommy.com is where Stu is currently.
totally legit.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, the one on the left looks like an Avid fucking Pogo sticker.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Pogo Stick screaming.
Yeah.
He says that he's going to release these kangaroo, spelled with a C, of course.
Yeah.
Kangaroo.
Because
Because
they're
it's hip.
Yeah.
they're fun, healthy, convenient, and 100% emission free.
and awful
I
for
wonder if
fucking
they
getting
bounce
from
for
point A
you.
to point B.
Do they bounce
If
for
they
you?
bounced for me, then I could understand it a little bit. Like I'm making tremendous
No way
ground.
no.
But how do
I
you
agree. There's
how
no
do
way
you
they
slow
do.
down as you're weaving through traffic of people? Like you're in the air bouncing.
He's selling
You can't-
gummy bear juice soon.
Now this guy has got to be full of shit. Like it's got to be a stunt, right?
For
Man,
sure.
I'm convinced that people are so stupid that shit will work.
And this dummy, according to him, he thinks he can make it work.
Of course he does.
This is not the kind of CEO I want to get behind.
Well,
you
it
know?
says
Who's coming with me, man? Not
Yeah,
you, kangaroo boy.
CEO says it's going to be the same thing as Bird and Lime.
Yeah, the CEO's a moron.
It's from Sweden.
This is the guy who followed the Steve Jobs way of running a company and just ate way too much acid and then just fried his brain and said,
But I think
got
young
it."
people are dumb enough, though, that they'll do that.
They're not that dumb. Give them some credit.
I don't know. Young people will do anything if it's cool.
True.
So will old people, if it's cool.
No. You're reflecting your views on the old people.
Because I'm awesome and old.
Because exactly. You are worried about being cool. Most people are about being practical when they get old.
Yeah, and
Lame.
Exactly. Losers.
Get me a kangaroo pogo stick,
Yeah.
dude.
yeah. So seriously, how? So I just pogoed 3.5 blocks to the next bar.
That's
I'm
exhausting.
completely out of breath,
Right.
And I want a beer.
Covered in
That
sweat.
doesn't work.
No, I'm thinking like getting to their meeting.
Broke
the
my
business
ankle.
meeting.
Yeah.
They're sweating bullets. They got scrapes on their elbows, and they're like, but I just rooed here, bro.
Where do I hook my briefcase?
Yeah.
Look at this jagoff. Now he's saying the second product is going to be kick bikes. You know, those bikes without pedals. This guy's got to be full of shit, right?
Yeah.
He's just going for publicity.
He's like, what's the worst mode of transportation?
Elaborate
Let's
hoax.
do that.
Have they decided it's an elaborate hoax, or they're saying it could be an
Isn't.
elaborate hoax?
Isn't.
He swears. He keeps saying it's not a joke. This makes sense. He stands by it. But that doesn't mean the guy's not lying.
Next, he's going to make an app for walking backwards everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is the worst. Yeah.
What an idiot.
Yeah, he thinks he can raise 1.5 million. I believe he could.
Whoa. What is that?
I bet he can. Who's to say he can't?
He might. I mean,
Dude,
could
there
you-
was a chat app that only let you send messages consisting of the word yo, and it raised $1.5 million.
Jeez
that
Louise.
tells you
That's where they're coming
to
from.
my point.
the fuck. You know what my
I'm back
least
to Team
you know what my
Ely. I
least
hate
favorite
everyone.
Yes. Right.
my least favorite text I get from people is yo.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. I get yo. I will only respond yo. I
Yeah.
will not give them. So I guess the app's actually perfect for me. but it annoys the hell out of me. It's like you could have led with a better volley than yo. Give me something. Like, what are you doing tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you up to? As annoying as it is, at least you're asking me something. Yo.
The other one is, how lazy is it when you just respond K?
Yeah. I don't.
Like
I text with full words. I'm too old to do the,
The number 4?
Yeah,
I'm too old to
yeah.
use my thumbs. I'm talking to text.
You
all day
recognize
long.
that in order to get to the number 4, I got to hit a button over here to get to the
Exactly.
numbers. I'm out. I have a hard time using percentages because it doesn't exist in the normal areas. I have to find
Yeah.
the weird.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Oh, I've started giving up. I'm doing fractions now.
Yeah.
Be like 1/4. I'm not telling you 25%. I don't have time to find the percent sign. Now I'm sounding like an old curmudgeon.
I don't have good voice text like history. Like whenever I do it, I end up spending more time going back and fixing what the fuck. What really drives me crazy is the iPhone. You'll type in a legit word and it'll change it to another word, and I'm
Yep.
like, "That's a word. I didn't make that fucking word up. What are we doing here?"
So one thing that I see that I hate is not so much on the text, but like in Google with your email, They are finishing your sentences
I
for
love
you.
that.
I mean, yes, it makes it fast,
Yeah.
but everybody's email is going to be the exact same.
Yeah.
There's no like unique.
Well, Google is supposed to start to figure out the things that you would say. So if you tend to say "sup dog,"
Yeah,
it will actually start ending it with "sup dog," for instance.
I guess.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be doing. That's the AI.
Yes. So even if it's supposed to know what you're doing, then that just leads more to the numbing of your brain. You don't have to do anything, learn anything. You're just like it's completely taken over.
Yep.
That's what I want.
Save me a fortune and two-headed boy.
Yeah.
You know, I'm already numb. Things are
Need a
looking
numb
up.
brain.
Yeah, easy money.
True.
Yeah, this kangaroo
True.
thing can't be real.
No way.
Maybe.
So
It sounds
are
like
we all?
something that idiot Troy would bring to the table?
And I actually brought it to you before. I was like, "Hey
Yeah.
Troy, have you heard about this?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, that doesn't surprise me. Shit, I still don't know if it's real or not. But they haven't been able to find out if it's real. We'll see. Stu, you're on that.
Spoiler alert. It's not.
Oh yeah, look at Stu going to Snopes. I like that.
Snopes is awesome.
I like that. Having Stu here is really going to help. Chris agrees.
Yeah.
No, he does not. It's rough out there. It's rough out there.
You should just type in kangaroo Snopes, and the Google will bring it up.
Don't worry. No, don't start over now. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Right there.
Because we're staring at your results. We want to know what happens here. I'm dying to know if this is real. See, they don't even have it yet. Is Captain Kangaroo real? No, he's dead.
I don't think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on, what?
It's still real. Yeah, Captain Kangaroo's dead, right?
I'll go with that.
If they
Yeah, I
took
think he
Bob
died.
Ross out of this world before Captain Kangaroo, I'll be furious. 'Cause that dude, Captain Kangaroo,
Put
is a
Pogo
weird
at the
dude.
end.
Yes, he's looking up all.
What's everybody doing for the 4th? Anybody doing anything?
I'm not doing shit. It's actually pretty sad this year.
That is sad.
I saw your redneck innovation though. That thing's pretty genius.
Yeah, man. At the pool, they got a reverse dunk tank that drops water on the kids. You hit a target. And
Yeah, reverse dunk tank sounds like it pulls you out of the water.
That
Yeah.
was at your pool. That
Yeah.
wasn't something you pulled off the internet.
No, my guy at the pool made that. Pretty cool.
Dude, I can't find anything that says this is a hoax.
That's crazy.
Well, it's real then. It only makes sense.
Coming to a city near you.
Yeah.
It must be full on official.
Next
So everybody keep an eye out for your kangaroos because the scooters may be going away.
next podcast, Troy's hopping up and down the entire time.
That's right.
Just coming in here, just sweat hogging out. That would be fantastic.
I love pogo sticking.
It's the worst. I'd rather
good
walk
at it.
around on stilts.
No, it's not a good way to get anywhere, but like when I was a kid, like I went to a shit daycare and like we had pogo sticks and pogo balls and like jump ropes
Now,
and stuff.
pogo balls. Now,
And we
there's
just
a
would do
rental.
competitions to see like who could do it the longest.
I can go with that.
Yeah.
Go with that.
These kids these days, they don't know what that's about.
I hope everybody out there is having a great 4th of July, celebrating your freedom.
Keep all your
Eat some
Day.
wieners. Eat some hamburgers.
That's right.
Shoot some
One.
snakes or sparklers. No sparklers.
Drink some two-headed boys.
Yeah.
Count your fingers at the end of the weekend.
Exactly.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. If you haven't had a chance to Cincinnati swap your neighbor, your coworker, your friends, do it. Simply grab their phone, sign them up for Inside the Pallet House podcast, and hit subscribe. Is he already in the couch?
He's already
Haley's already sitting down. He hears the music start like Pavlov's dog.
out.
He hits the recliner. Excellent.
No,
If
we
you haven't
got
had a
another
chance to
20
rate
minutes,
us, go ahead and rate us 5 stars, and make sure you do subscribe. Reach out to us at Inside the Pallet House
Tell a friend.
at gmail.com or Instagram and Twitter at ITPH. And don't forget to pick up some Nectar sunglasses. The summer is long. If you drop ITPH in the coupon code, you'll get 30% off.
30%.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think? left.